Sometimes you have oranges that's full of juice, sweet. And then you got oranges. On the other hand, some are dry, don't have no juice in it at all. Like there's no life in them. It's people like that. You know, because some people walk around here every day like they dry, bitter, don't have no life in them. Mad at the world, mad at everybody. Then you got some people like a sweet fruit, just full of life, bubbling with energy, natural juice. You know? That's
Have you ever put that in church? That's all it is. Everything's back to that. You know what I'm saying? Right on time. Yeah, and everything's back to it. I saw a car, man.
4 weeks ago,
I saw a car upside down.
Right there.
I saw a murder. Someone shot in that corner. I saw two cops strangle somebody to death on that corner because he's trying to get the dope out of his mouth. I saw a car.
That cat they strangled to death.
Killed him. I was standing right there when they were doing it. Strangled him to death. Killed him. To get the dope out of his mouth. They're like, he's not breathing. Even the cops trying to wipe up that man. Anyway, 2 weeks after that, man, there was a high-speed chase coming off of... Hey, what's up, guys? Coming around the corner here, a van flipped trying to turn. The car they were chasing flipped and ended up right in front of that taqueria right there. That's some crazy shit. And then, a week after that, chopped up body parts of a prostitute in that in the fucking garbage can. In a dumpster. Just around the corner. All of this was like within a month. It was like about 2 years ago.
Does anything good happen?
Well, not really. I mean, they got like good programs around here for people that are homeless. They go to programs and stuff like that.
It depends on what you're into.
Yeah.
If you're into chopping up bodies, this is the spot.
Exactly. This is the place to do it. There's a lot of nameless chicks out here. Just chop them up, throw them in the back.
Urban Lilith. Dripping with spray paint, the Urban Lilith bites her lips seductively, fangs gleaming like syringes, beckons with a clawed hand. Her eyes are full of blood spots and a dark understanding. She knows what you need. Stooped in a street corner, hands shaking with desire, lips cracked and bleeding, accomplice watching for pigs, Lilith spreads her wings and the click of a lighter, and the whole world is overtaken by her shadow. Spinning, hear the city say, all you dock-ass dealers with your chicken shit, pitiful self.
Check this out. Any map you look at in San Francisco will not have Hunters Point, Bayview, anything
That's
south.
the fucking truth.
Anything south
That's the truth.
of AT&T ballpark.
They won't have it on the map.
On any
It's
map.
the lowest income.
On any map.
Area.
But they'll spread out fucking Golden Gate Park, Land's End, where there's fucking nothing, you know?
Yeah.
You know, there's people still gotta live there. People still gotta find directions there, you know, because there's a lot of shit over there. There's a lot of historical shit over there.
Yeah.
But there's no map in the fucking city that has
That's crazy,
Baby
dude.
Hunters Point.
That's fucking crazy. I just thought
I
about
tell my girl that all the time.
Wow.
We are still human. People walking up and down the street, cloaked in the same metal bars that covered the windows and the doors of every building. If asked what was the most defining quality of the place, we would have said faith without blinking. We saw people with permanent scars on their knees from kneeling on gritty street cement and broken fragments of a codeine bottle, arms self-flagellated from needles, raised up in cries to their own sewer grate Jesus. We saw many people meet their end by diving to the bottom of the dark bay, searching for that infamous big bag of money. The place is no less holy than the roughly hewn pews we all sat in as children, scratching 8-year-old wisdom into the backs of the cedar planks with a penknife. Nothing has changed. Go down there and you will see it for yourself. You'll see it dripping from the fucking walls with graffiti that screams, "We are still human." Pigeons on a fence post. I stood on a street corner, waiting for the flashing pale stick figure that meant go, when a man walked up to me. A black man. He was wearing a jean jacket and a broad, toothy smile. He said, "Hey, y'all look pretty smart. Let me ask you a question. There are 7 pigeons on a fence, 3 flew away. How many left?" I looked at him suspiciously, checking my back pocket to make sure my wallet was still there. It was. Tentatively, I said, "I know you want me to say 4, but that's too obvious to be right." He smiled and tilted his head, asking, "Final answer?" I shrugged and nodded my head, aware that the pale stick figure was flashing desperately across the street. The man smiled even wider and said, "I asked how many left, man." He held up 3 bony fingers and waggled them in front of me victoriously. I laughed to spite myself and said, "That's a good one." He nodded and said, "Keep your game tight, man. Have a good one." I waved and walked across the street just as the big red hand began to pulse a visual stop. I looked back and saw the same man approach another person, white and clean, an outsider, and begin to talk animatedly, miming pigeons taking flight from a fence post, smiling.